Hello, welcome to Hank's Maker Mentor. Today we're going over how to slice in Cricut Design Space and what it is for. I'm going to be using my iPad to show you, but the same concepts will apply on desktop and on Android. I like to think of slice as kind of a cookie cutter. So we're going to start with just using some basic shapes, and I'm going to do a star and a square. And I'm going to change the colors just so it's a little bit easier. So I'm going to go into edit and I'm going to make my square purple. Actually, I'm going to make it a light purple. And I'm going to make my star a nice vibrant blue. So I'm going to resize this and I'm going to slice the star out of my square. So to make this easier to see, I'm going to go to Arrange here in the edit bar. I'm going to click Send to Front, and then when I move it on top, it's now visible. On the iPad, you'll see I have Smart Grid enabled, so it shows me when I've got it lined up. So then for slice, I'm going to select both of them. I'm going to go into Actions, and then you'll see slice right there. So it takes a second to load, and then like a cookie cutter, I've got my blue star, which is the cookie cutter itself. I've got my purple backdrop, which is like the dough, and then it cut out the same shape as my cookie cutter, and I have the remaining section as well. This is useful for more than just cutting things out from the inside. You can also change the shapes of things. So like if I want half a hexagon, I can click on the hexagon, I can have my square there. I'm going to change the colors again just so it's a little bit easier, and this time we'll do a red hexagon and a yellow square. I'm going to make my square bigger just in case. So then I'm going to go ahead and line this up so I've only got my half hexagon. Then I'm going to go back and do the same thing. I'm going to select both, go into Actions, and click on Slice. So a more advanced example is if I go into Open Uploaded Images, and I'm going to search for Paris, and I'm going to insert this map, but I'm also going to search for the Fleur de Lis that I uploaded, so I'm going to click that. So I'm going to insert both of those. I'm going to cut a section of this map in the shape of the Fleur de Lis. So I'm going to go back into Edit and send the Fleur de Lis to the front, and then I'm going to zoom way in so I can find where I want to put this. So this is a map of Paris in 1832. Be sure to check out my video about how I used this design for print and cut to make this Fleur de Lis keychain. So I'm going to come in and I'm going to have it kind of right over the middle of where the river branches before it comes back together. So it's the same basic concept. I'm going to select both of them, go into Actions, and click Slice. And then I've got my basic shape, and on this one it's harder to tell, but the keychain shape is there as well, and then I have what's remaining. One thing to keep in mind is that you can only have 2 items selected when you go to slice. So if I select both of my hearts and my square, the slice feature is grayed out. If I unselect and then just reselect my square and one of my stars, I can slice it. And then even though I technically can't see the other heart, I can just drag over where it is and slice that one as well. Then I have my 2 hearts cut out of my square. Same thing if you only have 1 item selected, like I just have my square selected, slices grayed out as well. Previously in Cricut Design Space, the only way to slice text was if you had welded it and made it one solid object. Fortunately, they've now changed that, so I can come here, and if I wanted to slice my business name out of this galaxy background, I am now able to do that without welding it. I decide where I'm going to put it. I want some of this purple in there. So then I'm going to slide out so I can select both and go back into Actions, and now I can slice it. So I've got my full backdrop, I have the text I sliced, and then I've got the version with the image sliced out. In order to undo something you've sliced, you can't just select it and click slice again. It's not gonna work. You do have to click the undo button until you have gotten back to before you sliced it. It's not like group, attach, and flatten where you can just click the opposite to undo what you've done. Thanks for joining me to learn how to slice in Cricut Design Space on the iOS app. If you have any further questions about this, please go ahead and leave them in the comments. I'm happy to help. Join me next week for another video helping you learn how to make with your Cricut. Until then, bye.